Okay, let's try to do some practice on definite integral. Let's have a look at this group of questions. It says sketch the region where the area is given by a definite integral, then use geometric formula to evaluate the integration of the integral. Question 23 here, it's explained already in the video. It happened that I used the same numbers, so no need to do it. I will do question 24 to remind you about definite integral again. So how do we do question 24? What does it say? Integration from -4 to 6 of 6 dx. Now, what does this mean? How am I gonna draw this? We need to draw it. Let's take it a little bit here. -4 to 6. What do we have? This is our function. So I'm talking about f of x equals 6 or y equals 6, and this is a horizontal line passing by 6 from -4 till 6. So he's asking us to find the area between this function and the x-axis starting from -4 to 6. This is obvious. So I'm talking about a rectangle here. No need to use integration. So the distance between -4 and 6 is 10. And the width here is 6. So it's 10 by 6 immediately. So this integration will be equal to 6 times 10, which is 60. Let it try to do this algebraically. I know it's not written in the question, but let's do it algebraically. Integration from -4 to 6 of 6 dx. As we said, this is a constant, so by the second rule of integration, the integration of a constant will be the constant times x, and as we said, plus c. I will write it just to remind you, from -4 to 6. Now, how do you evaluate this? Keep in mind, this function is capital f of x, so this should give me f of b minus f of a. So if you want to do it algebraically, you will just say that's a substitution of 6 minus a substitution of -4. So it will be 6 times 6 plus c minus a substitution of 6 times 4 plus c. I think you noticed that there is no need to write c when you have definite integral, because you will always have plus and minus c. So when you have definite integral, plus c is useless. No need to write it. So from now on, if I have definite integral, I will skip writing c. No need for that. Now, what does this mean? Now we can evaluate 36 minus 24, but I will do it, minus, that's -4. So it's 36 plus 24, which is 60, as we said on top here. But I have a small comment here, and that will lead us to an important note. So this will be 6 times 6, I'll write it again, minus 6 times -4. If you see, we have 6 as a common factor. If you take 6 as a common factor, what will you get? You get 6 minus 4, which means 6 times 10, so it's 60. Now, what is the comment that I want to make here? When you have a definite integral from a to b of any constant, then you can immediately say it will be the constant times b minus a. Look at the example. That's what you did. 6 times 6 minus negative 4. 6 minus negative 4. And actually, why is that? Because this is what you did. 6 minus negative 4 gives you 10, which is the distance between the two numbers. So when it's a constant, you can immediately multiply by the difference. Instead of doing all of this work, you can immediately jump from this step to here. Okay? Which means you will do this step only. Okay. That was the first question. Let's try to do the second one. What does it say? Question 25. It says integration from 0 to 4 of x dx. Again, this is a simple function. F of x equals x. So if you want to draw it, I believe all of us know how to draw this quickly. And if you don't, just a small table. 1 with 1, 2 with 2, 3 with 3. We have it till 4. So this function will be passing by 0, 0, 4, and 4. So simply just match these points. This is f of x equals x. And we are talking about the area from 0 till 4. From 0 till 4. Between the function and the x-axis. So I'm talking about this area. Now this is a triangle. What's the area of a triangle? Half base times height. The base is 4. The height is again 4. So this integration will be equal to half times the base times the height, which is equal to 8. Let's try to do this algebraically also. So integration from 0 to 4 of x dx. Algebraically, this is the power rule. The power of x is 1, so this will be x squared over 2 from 0 to 4. I didn't write c again because it's definite, so c will be cancelled anyway. So that will be, I'll write it in details, 4 squared over 2 minus 0 squared over 2, which is 16 over 2 minus 0, so that's 8, and that's what you got here. So it does make a difference if it was algebraically or using geometric formula. I believe the idea is clear. Let's do the last one. 26, it says integration from 0 to 8 of x over 4 dx. Again, let's draw this. We have x over 4 or 1 over 4x from 0 to 8. So let's use 4 and 8. That's easier for us. When you substitute 4 in f of x, substitute 4, you will get 1. So you'll get 4 and 1. You'll get 8 and 2. So, and 0, 0 of course. So this is your function. And the question is asking you to find the area from 0 till 8. So again, you are talking about area of a triangle. The base is 8, the height is 2. So this integration will be equal to half times base times height, which is again 8. And that's it. I hope that you got the idea. Of course, you can do it algebraically also, like the other examples.